Hey dads, welcome to Father Friend, a podcast for dads who want to lean in, lead well, and love big. I'm Dr. Mike Ayers. Today we're going to talk about the foundation of this resource called Father Friend. Now that may be a phrase that you're not familiar with, but it's one I'm hoping you will set in your mind, and it will become a compelling goal for you that before your kids reach young adulthood, you'll become your child's father friend. So when I introduce the idea of the father friend to others, I typically receive one of two responses. The first is a question. Should I really even attempt to be a father and a friend to my child? My answer is absolutely yes. You should make this your goal. And it's important to state both father and friend when we're talking about what dad should be. First, you have to set aside traditional models and ideas of the terms father and friend and begin to define them accurately. We'll talk about that in just a moment. You have to combine the terms into one concept without separating them in your mind. Both bring meaning to the other and should not be disconnected. Next, you have to embrace the fact that being a father friend is not something that happens overnight. Good fathering is a marathon, not a sprint. It means a process of becoming something with your children and growing yourself. It takes time. It's not instant. Next, you have to grasp that being your child's father friend looks different at different phases of fatherhood. Your actions and attitudes as a dad in the early years should be distinctly different than when your kids are in high school or college. In our father friend model, you will learn that you harm your children and undermine your relationship with them if you don't understand the key beliefs and behaviors you must embrace at different phases of fathering. The second response I get when I talk to men about the father-friend relationship is a strong assertion. Dads will say to me, I'm not interested in trying to be my child's friend. I'm their father, not their friend. Now, I understand the heart of that sentiment. I'm not asking you to simply be their friend. I'm asking you to be their father friend. I'll explain more about that in just a moment. Often such statements like these are in response to seeing other fathers acting exclusively to be their child's buddy and pal. Frustrated onlookers witness kids in the world who are father deprived in that they have dads who are spineless when it comes to leading them. They see dads obsessed with their children liking them, but not all that concerned with their children respecting them. Their children lack regard for others and the ability to control themselves, while observers shake their heads and say, why doesn't that child's father do something? I understand. When I see such things, I have those thoughts myself. Yet the concepts of the dad as father and the dad as friend are not mutually exclusive. You've got to embrace the paradox of the father-friend concept by understanding first that the experience of being a father who's a friend and a friend who's a father is absolutely possible. Both concepts inform and empower the other. If we define the terms accurately, the paradox is resolved. A father, after all, is a person who is more than an authority figure who generates an income for a family's food and shelter. The concept means one who influences and directs his children as protector, provider, and guide, as a leader. As fathers, we lead our children, but it's not leadership void of compassion, sacrifice, or service. Alternatively, a friend is a person who supports you through thick and thin, one who is a companion and confidant, but also a true friend, the right kind of friend, who speaks truth to you even when you don't want to hear it. He or she loves you, but at the same time does not enable your harmful behaviors and rotten attitudes. Friends don't just accept you as you are, they help you become better than you are. So when we connect these two words together, we find a concept in father-friend that informs what being a dad is all about. One that provides a balance between authority and affection, leading and loving, correction and compassion. Here's my definition of the father-friend. The father-friend is one who leads his children responsibly and loves his children relationally, and whose every action is motivated by courageous love for his kids. Now that's a lot, and over time we'll unpack more of what that means. Make this your goal, and your experience will be rewarding and joyful, and your fathering will be effective in transforming the lives of your kids. Thanks for listening today. I'm Dr. Mike Ayers. If you enjoyed this podcast, please share it with other dads. I'd love to hear from you. Email me at mikea@fatherfriend.net with comments, questions, and your biggest takeaways. For more tools, resources, and real talk on fatherhood, visit fatherfriend.net or follow on social media @ThinkingDads. See you next time.